Whoa, what the fuck? What is this?
What the hell?
What is this?
It's a bunch of talking heads, apparently.
Aresol, did you do this in between?
I didn't know we could be. We could be
circles.
Can we be triangles?
Probably.
It's
what?
As far as I know, it's only this, or normal.
Huh.
Oh.
Interesting.
I saw that we could do that just before the show. And I'm like, I'm gonna click this right.
I had no idea. That's awesome.
Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 165 of Geek Each Week Live. I am one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long Stories. I am joined, of course, by Aresol. What's up, Aresol?
Hello. I found the circle button.
Yeah, you did. We got Frozen Stratos, aka Corey. What's up?
Hello, I prefer the rectangle button.
That's fair. That's fair. And we got Josh living the single life. What is up, Josh?
That's right. That's right.
Before we dive into anything or start pickups or whatever, I want to address something. I think we really need to get back to that mac and cheese discussion from a few weeks ago, because I think that there's a lot of unanswered questions. And so I wanted to circle back about that and just make sure we really ironed it out.
Oh, you wanted to circle back about that?
Yeah, that's right. I feel like we should have a segment.
Bring out all the boxes.
We should have a segment where we do some kind of ridiculous conversation, and that's when we switch to the circles or something like that. Like we only use it for some kind of specific segment.
I never want to see the circles again. God damn it.
Or we put us to the circles and we all eat beef jerky and we call it a circle jerk. Wait. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever.
Out of curiosity.
I Corey's face went through the evolution of that joke, because I said the thing about beef jerky and his face went, what the fuck? And then the payoff, and he was like, I see what he did.
Can it still be circles when we're screen sharing something?
I don't know. You'll have to test it
out
when we get
there.
We'll
We'll have to try.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me shout out the chat here. We got, is that an I or an L? My eyes can't see. Elohim? Hello and welcome. We got Jeff, we got Ryder, we got Chenex, we got AJMC, we got Donnie, we got Adam Prime, we got Astronaut, we got Floof, we got Blade Raider, Lil Adam, what's up?
Adam is still in Aaron Cahill's line.
That line looked huge, yeah.
Donnie, what are you talking about with all these radio call signs?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I didn't read the whole conversation. This one message just jumped out. Thrasher's got his name back. Fantastic.
I'm sure that won't last.
Oh, Fluke says, I went to America Dream Mall today to check out Bandai and Hasbro stuff. Bandai stuff was cool. Hasbro Arcade was an amusement park arcade with Hasbro prizes. That's cool. I heard the Toys R Us there is...
They were getting rid of them.
Yes. Well, that's what I heard, the Toys R Us there. Everyone's like, oh, there's a Toys R Us. And then they go and they're like, this is like a Toys R Us from 5 years ago because all the shit is old and nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Liz, what's up, Liz? And Charlie Niemeyer. Hello, everyone, and welcome on this fabulous Friday evening. And happy Labor Day if you celebrate. I will not be working, so that will be good enough for me.
I'm going
just
to
learned that as well, that I will not be working this Monday.
You just found out? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like an extra day to my week-long vacation.
It is funny because I forgot for the longest time that Labor Day was coming up because I don't do anything for it usually. I'll take the free day off, don't get me wrong, but it's not a big holiday to me. So Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me too, but I was excited about it.
Yeah, one of my college friends, since she doesn't have to work on Monday, she's gonna, give me an opportunity to get out of the house and not wallow in my depression.
Oh, nice, nice.
So we're gonna hang out.
Hey, Josh, I'm sure you'll relish the day off.
Oh yeah. All the things I'm not gonna do. It's gonna be great.
Well, you see, recruiters won't be looking at their emails at the time, so you don't have to feel bad about not taking out
That's true.
applications
Yeah.
that day.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'm up first. I don't have too much. I got these. I saw these at Walmart, and I don't know.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, it does do that.
So I feel like maybe Corey might know, but these are these Micro Galaxy. This one says it's the Armada edition, and I don't know if that's rare or not. But I
have no idea.
I think they did this ship previously with like a normal color scheme, and then this is kind of like a super metallic like finish to it. So I don't know.
I think that just means it turns into Optimus Prime's pants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is a mini-con to Armada Prime.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. And then this one I know is rare, although it's just another goddamn X-Wing. I don't really remember Hera having an X-Wing, but apparently she did, and it's rare. So I don't usually buy these full price anymore unless I find like a rare one, and I don't really know. It says there's only 15,000 of them, but Walmart had 2, so I don't really know how rare they are. I think it's a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
The other things I got, and this boy is heavy. I got 2 new NECA turtles. I've started kind of scaling back on the NECA stuff just because there's so much of it anymore. But I really like, they do a line for the old Archie comic Ninja Turtles, which were ones I had as a kid because they used to sell them in these little, like when you used to go to the supermarket, like, so kids, there used to be a thing called magazines and newspapers. Basically, it was like pictures and words that they would print on paper, and then they would bind it together, usually with staples, and they would sell them at various places you'd go. So when you'd get to the checkout of the supermarket, they would have magazines and stuff because it's kind of an impulse buy. And they used to have these little like digests, they were probably only about that big. Yeah. And they were Ninja Turtles, and it was always the Archie comic stories. And so, because they were cheap, they're like 50, 75 cents back in the day. So my mom would always let me get one. And so I read them a lot. Like those were probably the only Ninja Turtle comics I had as a kid. Like obviously I watched a cartoon. So I always have like a soft spot. So when they started doing a line based on those designs, I've been picking them up. So I got Leatherhead from that. And then this is Rat King from the old Mirage comics. I just really like, Kevin Eastman's art style. So I got those because they popped up on Target, and I had like a 10% off coupon, so I figured why not. And then the last thing I got, Corey might be excited.
Yeah.
I got a Simpsons toy.
Oh, wow. Yay.
Made by a company you might be familiar with.
Yeah, I might be a little familiar with that one.
So for whatever reason, Groundskeeper Willie was like the chase figure of Wave 1. I don't know why, but I'd go everywhere I would go. Target put the stuff out before it was supposed to be released, and then
that makes sense.
But they wouldn't let me. Some of it they would let me buy. Some of it they wouldn't let me buy. It didn't make any sense. But then since that initial thing, they have
Target
never gotten.
Dates are so annoying.
And it didn't make any sense. I was like, yes, we got to keep the spoilers down for The Simpsons. But they haven't gotten anything since. Like it was that first case, and then that was it. And Walmart finally got some, and I was like, cool. And I got Homer and Otto, who are the others in this wave. You can see them here on the back. So it was like 2 Homers, 2 Ottos, and then like 15 Barts. And I was like, okay, I guess they know who they think is going to be the most popular. But I'm like, Homer, I feel like it's just as popular, if not more.
I would think
Bart
so.
At this point, in the very beginning, Bart was like the poster, child for The Simpsons. But then it very quickly shifted to Homer. But in any case, I could not find Groundskeeper Willie. I could not find him anywhere. And my wife wanted something on Entertainment Earth the other day, and we were like $10 shy of the free shipping threshold. And I was like, well, I can't find fucking Groundskeeper Willie. Let me see if they have it. And they did, but it's like, doesn't come out. We won't get until November. And I'm like, November? That seems like a really long time. And I was like, well, I'll probably find it before November, right? And then I was like, yeah, but they're already kind of getting ready to move on to Wave 2. What if I never find it? I was like,
Yeah.
I'll put the pre-order in. You know, I can always cancel it if I need to, but at least this way I'll have one coming at some point. Literally the next day. Like I did that at like noon, and the next morning I went to Walmart, and I was like, I knew that was going to happen as soon as so now I have to go cancel that at some point, the pre-order. But yeah, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I want the family and the living room sets. I think
Yeah, they're the smaller figures. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're like the family pack is like $20, and I think
Yeah, I saw them at Target the last time I was there. They had
yeah, they're both like $20
Yeah.
each. It's nice
definitely
because since they're smaller, they're you know, cheaper
Right,
and
right,
easy to
right.
build out. Like I really like.
I think I want the play set more. I just like the idea of having that for.
Yeah, I want them to do a bunch in like
Yeah.
vehicles and stuff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It'd be cool.
All right. Well, Corey's up because I did not get anything.
Oh.
Hey, give me your best like sitcom reaction face.
It feels like almost like in The Simpsons where they'd have like a little bubble pop up on the side of like a character saying
Yeah.
something over top of.
I wish I had like a sound effect to go with it.
Yeah,
Bass boosted fart.
I kind of like the circles. I'm not gonna lie.
I was thinking cartoon sound effect, not fart.
I'm so used to like every podcast I listen to has a version of the bass boosted fart to fall back on. And it is
I knew
a
that's what
wonderful
you were
song.
thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm glad
I
we don't
went
have
to
a
Morphicon.
soundboard.
Oh my god.
What's up there? Also, real quick,
I
Blade
did-
Raider, I had those too. Those comics with the cassette, they were awesome. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. Go ahead, Corey.
I did go to Morphicon. So I
Have
obviously I had to buy some toys. Let's see. I got a battle droid.
Oh yeah, at the Power Ranger convention.
Super battle. Yeah, that's right. I got a super battle droid. I ended up getting this Jedi. He was from
He's from the
Gendy.
the Gendy one, yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't seen him around for that price before, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
What is that from?
These are the Saga collection. So yeah, it's older.
I'm surprised.
and
I
then-
kind of remember those. I'm surprised that there was this much non-Power Ranger merch at the Power Ranger show.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you
then
know, Corey
naturally
can't
at
find
Power
anything.
Morphicon, I got a clone trooper.
Although I will say, to be fair, when I went to Ranger Stop in Florida that one year, I came back with like 3 different Ninja Turtle toys, and I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Like, bought a bunch of turtle stuff at the Power Ranger.
Nothing's
Con.
gonna stop Corey from finding.
Yeah, if
No,
there's clones,
no.
he like walks in and it's like a meerkat, like clones. Like he can sense them.
The first thing I did after I got my badge, because like they let you in to pick up your badge before you stood in the line, but you still had to go back and stand in line. But one of the tables just nearby, it was like, hey, Sacramento Geek something. And I'm like, wait, I'm from Sacramento. What the fuck are they doing all the way out here? So they told me all
They
their
said
shit.
the same
and,
thing
like,
to you.
Yeah. they were doing like a film thing, and they said, hey, yeah, spin this wheel and you get a prize. So I spun it, and it kept landing on spin again, spin again, spin again. They're like, all right, fuck it, you just won. Just grab any of these you want. And they had a whole basket full of like knockoff Lego things, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. That's a fun thing to give out. And I managed to find a knockoff Clone Trooper minifig, so I got that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so I did end up with 2 Clone Troopers from the Power Rangers convention. I just don't know where it ended up. Then over the course of the rest of my break, I don't know. Yeah, he's right here. I went to an official Bandai Gashapon thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's just like 15, maybe even like 5 minutes away from me. But I got my friend the Tamagotchi rings. It's just a regular ring, and it has a Tamagotchi at the end of it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Where is it like a standalone store, or is it in like a mall or something?
Yeah, it's in our. Actually, I kind of don't want to dox myself since I just said it was 5 minutes away. But yeah, it's a.
Oh, you want me to read your address out on screen?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a full-on ring.
You're right, because in LA, nothing is 5 minutes away from anything else. It's a pretty sparsely located area. You'll never be. I'm sure they'll be able to pinpoint it.
That's right. And then I also rolled the dice on these. It's like you could get out of 4 Imagine. These dudes that like cling to your.
Yeah, perfect.
Supposedly, they cling to your cables and shit. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
like
I got
related product you got was not from Morphicon.
Yes, correct. That's what happened. I wanted Teddy specifically because I had the Soto out. So, yeah. Let's see. Then a few days later, I went to Disneyland. I rolled the dice again on.
You got a 6, Corey.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck you. I rolled the dice again on one of these.
They still have those?
Yeah, because they can't get rid of them.
They haven't clearanced them out or anything? Are they at least
cheaper? No.
Guys,
but they're nowhere online, so
I don't think we're gonna get a layer too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a third black one.
Really?
Yeah, still no red and only one yellow one.
I don't even remember what color these are.
You guys are the only people in the world who have bought those, so they must just not have
I know.
Yeah. This one's black.
And I'm pretty sure your other one's yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've never seen... is that what you have too, or you only have black?
I have 3 black ones and 1 yellow one.
Okay, you've never seen a red one, is what you're saying.
No, I've never seen a red one, no. But then I decided to get the ship.
Oh, nice.
I had always been waiting for a sale on it, and I just never found one on sale. Yeah.
I have the one that Mattel did. I think I have that. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I thought you got this one too, though.
No, I didn't. I have the Michelle. Mattel did 2 of them. That's the main one, and then there's another one that's like it's mostly like at the back, and then it just has a long fuselage. I forget which ship. They all have numbers, but I got them both on clearance at Walmart.
Nice. Yeah, this is the XL-15. I like this ship a lot.
Does that have lights and sound?
It does, yeah. But they're kind of boring and difficult to. So it's like, let's see.
Hello, I am your internal voice-activated navigator. Call me Ivan.
Like, the main button that you would press only activates the Ivan sounds.
I'm sorry. My safety protocols prohibit me from terminating countdown.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Why does Ivan sound like a lady?
I don't know. Let's see. And then it also has that feature where you can remove the power cell, and when you put the power cell in, ideally, That's the only time it makes the flight noise. So there's no other way to trigger it, and it's like, well, if I'm whooshing it around, I would just like to click this. I don't need Ivan to talk to me. So that's kind of annoying. Let's see. I think for the most part, that's it. I mean, like, since I went to Morphicon, I got a bunch of like the pins and stuff, and I got
Oh, they
this
still have
one.
those ones. Nice.
Yeah. They can't get rid of them.
They could ship them out to the people that paid for them 2 years ago, but whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, for real.
Oh shit, really?
Oh yeah, they haven't sent out the non-attending stuff in 2022 to people yet.
That's so fucked.
Guys, stop going to this. Obviously, you guys have, but like, it's such a scam.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Don't
Well, I mean,
fly here for this.
I would certainly never. Like, the funnest part was like, oh well, you have to pay for the price of a badge, and then you also have to pay for shipping. I'm like, really? I'm not going to be there. You can't spring for the shipping. Like, I'm paying you for a convention I'm not going to, and you can't pick up the shipping. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at least well, in the past, I'm sure that probably wouldn't have been the case this year, but I was able to get a press pass, so I didn't even technically have to buy a ticket if I didn't want to. But yeah, for sure.
Or you could do what you did at Japan World Heroes and
I don't know
get
what
a
you're talking
regular
about,
one.
Corey.
Well,
I don't think anything.
I'm talking about what happened when I accidentally got an extra badge and wristband for some reason.
What do you mean? I
got...
very much paid for the VIP pass that I had at Japan World Heroes.
Oh yeah, of course. I didn't just have a second one accidentally. Anyway.
Should probably edit that vlog someday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you want.
I sometimes look at the footage and go like, I haven't posted this. So
great.
Yeah.
I think if I come up with more stuff that I got, this whole week's been a blur. Because it's mostly like I did stuff. I went to Frankensons. I saw the original Star Speeder 1000 for like $100, but it was kind of dusty and gross. I might go back and get it though. For $100, that's really not bad. I'm thinking it happened.
He just talked
weekend.
himself into it.
I did like as I was leaving, I'm like, next billing cycle, that shit's mine. And next billing cycle is this weekend, so. Yeah, and then PMC was nice. It was like when I went, I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Corey's in witness protection.
No, my camera was like, oh shit, he's fading off into
even your camera's bored with what you're talking about.
It's okay, guys. You can find Corey at this address I'm about to read right now. He's
Great, thank you.
I couldn't find his place when I had the address.
It's in the address book, isn't it? I have. Yeah,
no, I mean when I was trying to go there, he gave me the address and I couldn't find it.
Right.
But no, I went with my friend Alex, and like he had a really good time. He saw Lost Galaxy actors. He did all the Toku stuff. But
fix the focus.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Circle.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I wasn't even out of focus. How is this? There's no way to find out right now.
I don't know. I think you made it better.
Great.
I can never. You gotta.
There's less things to be blurry, so.
Man,
I always do that thing where I'm like, I want to go right. I actually did it right that time.
I don't want to be centered. Just undo all of this.
Box says the professor and Mary, and it is true. It's like Gilligan's Island.
Oh my god.
Kids, Gilligan's Island was a popular television program back in the 70s.
Clearly, Box knows.
Yeah, but Josh is here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like Morphicon is typically about seeing people that I knew online, and it was like, oh,
Thank
none of
you,
them
Dad.
are here.
Dad turned the fucking lights off again, but then turned it back on. Stop doing that to me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. As much as I wanted to get like photos and autographs and stuff, I was like,
It's too pricey.
This was so. Huh?
I said it's too pricey. It wasn't like $100 for just the signature.
That's what I thought. And then I got there to the line because my friend was doing them, and it's 120 with card, and they did not have the sign up for with cash. So it was like, so conceivably this is $120 more than was advertised earlier. So yeah, that shit sucked. I wasn't about to do that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I feel like when we saw Gaim, for some reason, $90 sticks out because I kind of remember being like just shy.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Just shy of 100, and 90 got you the signature and the picture combo.
That sounds right because we also bought, Chris and Eric's.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I think just the signature, I think, was 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside of that instance, I don't think that chat was really used, so I'm wondering if I could just scroll back and see. Oh yeah, Gaim Japan World Heroes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we made a group chat about that. Yeah.
We took a picture of. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Autograph sign $40. Photo selfie $40. Combination sign and photo selfie $65.
65. Oh wow.
Oh wait, no. Oh, sorry, that's Ultraman.
Poor Ultraman. They're like, Ultraman, you don't rate. Corey can't even tell which one you are. $60 stop.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, autographs. Okay, autographs are $60 each. That's what we're saying in this chat.
Yeah, that's. I think it was 60 for one or the other, and then I think the combo was either 90 or 100.
Yeah,
because you got a little bit of a break if you got both of them.
Right.
And I remember being like, well, that's a lot, but it's Gaim. I'm really not a person for autographs. Like, pictures are neat, but at the same time, I'll just like walk away and then take a picture with my phone, and I'm like, that's good enough. Like, I don't really need to pose with them.
I definitely like taking pictures, and I would prioritize pictures, and then I only like autographs if it's like something I really like.
Yeah, I mean, if it was someone I loved, like, I would want my picture with them, but most of the time, like, I remember the first Morphicon I ever went to, you bought a package or whatever it was, the weekend Gold Range or whatever, and you got these little tickets, and the tickets were good for like one free autograph or something like that, right? And I think, or maybe you got like one free picture ticket and one free autograph ticket. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I used my free picture with somebody, and I had the free autograph left. And I think I went by, I think it was Sierra Vincent. Is that what's not Sierra Vincent?
Galaxy or
no? What's Megaforce Yellow's? Yes.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, hey, I have this coupon that says it's good for a free signature, but could I get a picture instead? I'm like, you're charging the same for both, can I just use it? And she was like, no, we can't do that, or we don't accept those. That was the other thing. They gave out all these coupons as part of the package, and then none of the actors would accept them. That was the other.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was great. Real good. So I was like, okay, and I just walked 2 feet this way, took out my phone, and went click, and then I just put it back in my pocket and walked away. And then
my god!
I walked over to what's his name? The same season, Black and then Green. What's his name?
Oh, I know you. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, "Hey, I have this ticket," and I said the same thing. And he's like, "Yeah." And his handler was like, "I don't know if we can do that." And he's like, "Fuck you! I say we can do it." And he's like, "Come in here." And then we took the picture. Like, he was such a cool dude.
He seems very cool. I was seeing
he was cool.
him on Twitter. He seems like a really cool dude. I want to meet him.
Because I just explained it to him. He's like, I don't care, come in. And then his handler was like, no, and he's like, fuck you. And
it's funny. I've never really given a shit about meeting any Power Rangers actors. The only ones that I've cared to meet were Gokai Red and Guy.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I was more excited for Decade than any.
Yeah,
else.
yeah. If I had gone, I would have gone for Decade,
Yeah.
and then I probably would have gone for Go on Red as well, since I kind of regret not getting one last year.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Handled Heroes for him.
But
So
I had the tickets to use, so I was like, I got to use them on somebody. And then I think Rye went and got her picture with Eka, you know, and I'm just like, hey, dude, tell me about the Defenders. Are you in the Defenders? What's going on with season 2 of Jessica Jones? Flex this Power Rangers. What's going on with the Marvel Netflix stuff?
Yeah, the least amount of Power Rangers that you can possibly do at the Power Rangers convention is always makes it the best. So
well, that's like, I don't know if Adam's in the chat and if he feels comfortable, but Adam's like, here's the 18 pictures I took today, and I'm like, damn, dude, what did you drop on pictures at this thing? Like, you're having fun and good for you, but goddamn, that's got to add up quick. Yeah, I felt like they used to be somewhat reasonable, and then this year, they were.
Yeah.
When we saw that other thing, I was like, I'm not paying $100 just for a picture.
You know, the only picture
if it was like I'm sorry, go ahead.
The only picture I ended up getting with someone was with CB.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
CB's great.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
I hang out with him every time we see him.
3 of us took pictures.
Yeah, he was sad you guys weren't there.
Yeah, I was sad too.
Yeah.
I like I was gonna say, if it was $100 for like what Josh got, where it's like a professional photographer, in a backdrop, you know, like a JCPenney special, and you guys are posing together, and then they print it out for you. Maybe that would be worth, because then you get like a little one.
You all get matching turtlenecks, and you do the whole like family.
You got to do the back to back.
You get the printed photos,
but just like a picture with my cell phone, like I'm paying you $100, man. Come on. And I know they don't set the prices. That's the thing. The Japanese actors are not setting these prices. It's that
experience.
Yeah, the one that threatens to blacklist everybody whenever you try to question anything they do. They're like, I'll leave. I'll just take my actors and go home. I'm like, okay, settle down, I guess. I don't know.
It was really fun to side with them.
Don't question me.
But it is. Anytime anyone's like, hey, they're like, I'll just take my ball and go home.
I did really like being able to side with them when they were mad at PMC. So,
well, that was like the PMC was like, you're not we were supposed to be your first, and I'm like, guys, it's not virginity, it's just a fucking convention. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he appears first.
Okay, well, I think I'm good. If I got anything else, I'm sure it'll come up later.
Hey.
Josh, I think I know what'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
I knew that's what you were going to do, and I very much appreciate it.
I don't know why I expected the bass boosted fart sound.
No.
I don't.
Still not going to happen.
We don't have that. Why did you expect it?
I don't know. I thought, oh, somehow this is gonna happen.
Nope. We still don't have a soundboard. We didn't magically get one in 20 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, anyway. It's been a couple weeks. So yeah. So last week I was not here. Chris had speculated, because I watched the show. Chris speculated I was asleep. I was not. I was watching the show. But I just
Creepy. She's stalking us. She's like, I'm here, but I won't reveal that I'm here from the shadows.
How dare I watch my friends on the show that I'm supposed to be
Just
on?
come be on the damn show with your
I was
friends.
not in the mood for that. I was sobbing for days.
We weren't that good. I mean, I know we're good, but we.
Right.
Thank you.
So not the Wednesday that just happened, but the Wednesday prior. So the whatever the hell that was, 20th or something like that.
21st.
Yeah, 21st. I got broken up with. So I did not expect it to happen. I was already in a bad mood. I was I've been dealing with a lot of other things. I had PMC FOMO because I knew I wasn't going, obviously. So it sucked.
It's fine. PMC wasn't that great anyway.
Well, yeah, but I wish I wanted to see people, and when I'm scrolling through Twitter and seeing people post all these pictures and stuff, I miss being able. I miss what I was able to do the last 2 years between Morphicon and Japan Road Heroes. So yeah, no, I don't really care about the convention itself. None of the panels interested me besides the Japanese actor ones, like we were just talking about. I only really wanted to see like 2 of the actors anyway. I definitely didn't have the money for it, so it's in the end it's fine, but it's still stunned. And that just happening all at the same time, I was just like, nope. So I sat in bed practically exclusively from that Wednesday to like this past Tuesday, and I just couldn't stop crying and stuff. It sucked. But I am feeling better now. I've had 2 therapy sessions. My weekly therapy sessions I have on Thursdays, which I would have had regardless, but those helped. And then I got in contact with my now ex. A couple of days ago, we had a nice phone call to sort of give it a little bit more proper closure. And so we're no bad blood or anything like that. We're still friends. We still care about each other a lot. Nobody did anything. It's just over time, feelings change. We wanted different futures. So, I'm upset that it happened, but I think it'll be for the best in the long run. But of course, it still doesn't feel great. But all that to say, I didn't get much because I have literally less than $0 currently.
How much mac and cheese did you consume during that period?
Not much because it really fucks with my acid reflux. So not a lot. Not as much as I would.
Mac and cheese has betrayed you.
It really, truly has.
Oh no.
But I did get something cool the other day because I pre-ordered this with gift cards I got for my birthday back in May. So I didn't have to pay anything for this, and that is the Stinger.
Nice.
So this arrived from Amazon on Sunday. It obviously is basically exactly like the Vamp, as you'd expect it to be, but it's great. I really like it. I like the color scheme better. I prefer it with the doors and the hood and everything. So I assume we'll probably get a Vamp Mark II that would have those too. Yeah, it's great. The missiles are fun. I think the effects are weird on these ones because I feel like the fire should be, where you plug it in and not at the end. I feel like they just look weird to me. But I don't know.
That's backwards.
Because because there's no port on this side, so they have to go in that way. So like I don't know what's going on there. But they included the same exact effect pieces that the scrap iron came with in the armored drone. So it wasn't necessarily meant for this. Now I do like this a lot. The addition of this piece back here for a figure to stand. I really wish the Vamp had that. Because this was a piece you had to you had to like assemble everything in the box. You had to like put the wheels on and everything. That was a piece that, well, fair enough. That's right.
That came in the mail, and I opened the box and I went, "That's what that is," and I closed the box and then off.
Yep. Yeah. So like you had to assemble this piece. So like since it is the same mold, you could like technically put this on the Vamp. I think the gas canister holder on the Vamp makes it so you can't plug it in, but I wish the Vamp had that. And then the only other like new piece besides the obvious is this little like spiky piece. I don't know what the fuck this thing is called, but this little like front bumper piece. And then of course it comes with a driver.
I think it's a roll bar.
Is that what that is? But sure. Yeah. So you get the driver, which is basically just like a Cobra Trooper or infantry officer figure. The window is very tinted on this one, so it is hard to see that there's even anyone in there, but there is. And then the roof was a separate piece too, so you can take that off, so you can actually like have more access to actually put a figure in there. Because if not, it's going to be very difficult to get this at all. But no, I love it. The Stinger is great. The Vamp was excellent. you get more plastic for this one than you got with the Vamp between the effects pieces and the missiles and stuff. So this is the better deal technically. But yeah, I'm all here for them to keep repainting this into the what's the Tiger Force one called? I know there is a Tiger.
I'm sure you'll get a Tiger Force one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but I know there's like the Vamp Mark II. I think there's a Dreadnought like repaint of it that they did. I forget what the names of all of them are, but
the Dreadnoughts have a vehicle similar, but I don't think it's.
Well, they have. I know they have the Thunder Machine. I think.
Yeah.
But then I think they also got a Vamp repaint.
Oh, do they?
Well, yeah, it's like a blue and red one or whatever. Same.
I still need to get that Soundwave. I wonder if that's around still. All the ones I waited for a sale never went on sale and then just went away, and I was like, "Damn it!"
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's the only thing that I've.
My Hasbro Pulse app is still acting exactly as I left it. It's perfect.
So is mine, which is uninstalled from my phone.
Yeah, I mean, it's about to be because it doesn't work and hasn't for like a month.
Yeah,
I pushed the last update. It's garbage.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I've gotten. Actually, no, that's not true. I did get a new phone case because I wanted to replace the one that had a bunch of pictures of Katie and I on it because that's not applicable anymore.
That's fair.
So no, it's flowers.
I love everything that's happening right now.
That's the perfect way to end it. That's all I got. So I was done anyway. So,
All right.
oh, you're so proud of yourself, aren't you? God damn it, Corey.
All right, time for the news. I'm. Wait.
Wait, yeah, we got to test up the circle.
Circle up.
Let's go.
All
Also,
right.
Corey, we can't hear you.
I was worried it was going to turn the news into a circle.
If only.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. This actually kind of looks nice for the news, to be honest. I kind of like the circles for the news.
Yeah, it's fun.
Kamen Rider. Pen.
Yeah.
What is this?
Okay, so these were like
Can
2
you
weeks
hear me
ago. I wanted to put them in here because I thought, what's up, Corey?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So
And why would they choose
I know, right? I know.
heat
It's
trigger
all
of
their
all
main
things?
forms.
Yeah, heat trigger.
Yeah. Obviously, this is realizing Hopper 01. This is Steamliner Ultima Gachard, Heat Trigger, obviously.
I wonder if someone at the top was like, yeah, I want that. Oh, I forgot what his name was. The blue and red one from before.
Hekider.
And they were talking about build, and we got this instead.
I mean, that's possible.
Well, it's
Considering the other three are all Reiwa, and then there's just double,
Yeah.
and it's heat trigger, so nothing about this
Yeah.
makes any damn sense.
I think he used heat trigger like once, right?
Oh,
it was
maybe,
It was
yeah.
not a
Yeah, it's
commonly
not
used
even.
form.
I mean, usually he does heat metal, right?
I
That's
can only-
the,
I-
that's
yeah,
the, like,
I can only
he
think of
metal
like
or Luna Trigger.
I'm sure he used it in the show once, and then when he did that, when he was fighting Eternal, and he used all 9 of the.
I
different
think he
combinations.
used it that time he turned into a pen and wrote the date down next to 01. Do you remember that?
Oh, that's
That
right.
episode?
That's
I think
right.
that's when he
Yeah.
used it. Yeah,
That was a good one.
it was pretty cool.
I just like when it's showing the toy, it still is out of place, obviously, but since these all look kind of strange, like it doesn't look as weird as the picture of the actual suits. Just having a trigger there,
Yes,
it just doesn't belong.
it just doesn't. Nothing about this. Even if it was build, it would be still out of, maybe not as out of place, but it still would. Like,
Yeah,
why isn't it
it's-
Saber? You know what I mean?
Right,
like, or
right,
Levi.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Especially because like the whole thing with Saber was like writing books and stuff. Like
Yeah.
should have been Saber.
Should we
The
make a
one
pet out of a
Kamen
guy
Rider
who
who is
actually
a writer.
writes? No, definitely not.
But yeah, so these are some China exclusive thing, kind of like how like it's pretty much, it makes me think a lot of those whatever the hell those like final form ride looking figures were, where it was like the Geets that turned into a Desire driver, and I think there's a couple of other ones.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Speaking of
But-
which, I hope we get Gone Pineapple after this.
Oh my god. Yes, please. But yeah, no, these are wonderfully stupid. This is the kind of random nonsense. Like if I were to ever get any of these, I'd want Geets, and then I think I would have to get Heat Trigger just because it's so bizarre that it exists.
Yeah. And like
but-
it also does not at all imply that we're getting any of the other ones. It's just on its own.
Yeah,
I'm Heat Trigger.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
these
Yeah.
are the only ones of these that ever will exist.
I mean,
but-
probably,
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a concept. But
I said, yep, what a concept.
yeah.
very much so, yes.
And then you start singing Smash Mouth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Also, do we have any other rider news? Okay, because I was gonna say I just found they leaked the final form that Gabu will use in the very last episode to defeat the final boss. I wanted to share that with you guys real quick.
Oh shoot! Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is the form he'll use in the last episode to defeat the
Whoa,
final
oh my
boss.
God.
It's leaked
great.
out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys heard it
Did
here
that
first.
happen at the end of Gachard?
Remember-
too?
Oh, you know it did.
Oh,
fucking bet it
remember
did.
that Heisei trend that we were all hoping wasn't going to be a thing?
Yeah. You better believe
Oh.
that it
It's
happened.
literally
Well,
been
dang.
it's 0-1.
Yep.
Saber did it too, right?
Saber did it. Revice
I don't
kind of
remember
did
if
it.
Revice did it.
Revice did
they
it
didn't-
mostly as a joke.
Yeah, they didn't introduce
Because
a
it was
new...
just the two of them like wrestling with each other. It
Well,
wasn't
yeah,
even
but
a
they
street
so
fight.
they didn't introduce a new gimmick, but they had the Giffard Rex stamp in the belt while they were in their regular, like base forms. But
Yeah.
so it wasn't a new
That's,
stamp. Then Geets didn't have a new form, but the henshin sound changed. They added that for Desire at the end of the, get ready
Oh,
fight.
did it change? I just
The sound was slightly different, but they
I
technically
just
they
thought
didn't.
he was a god now, so
Yeah, they didn't count that
Yeah.
as a new form. They just changed the henshin gene.
Don't worry, that's my plan. I'm a god now. So it's fine.
But then
yeah,
yes,
this is
You
apparently
can tell he's a god because he's gone platinum blonde. Apparently in Japan, if you have platinum blonde, they must have watched Game of Thrones and been like, gods walk amongst us with their dragons.
Yep. Basically, so I don't think I included a picture of them because I didn't care. But basically, as we're talking about, so the Gachard Daybreak driver went up for pre-order last month when the movie came out, and it had 2 mystery card slots that they said would be cards that were relevant to the finale. So we were like,
Oh, yeah, because he does kind of use the red driver for like 5
it is
seconds,
the
right?
Daybreak driver.
Yeah, okay.
So when he gets his driver back in the finale, it's now the red one, which I'm assuming is like supposed to be the story explanation of why, there's whenever it
But
does.
no, because it goes back to the orange one when he's done.
yeah, it changed.
Well, fuck if I don't care. Like,
So that,
Yeah.
that was a great theory, Josh, but then it went right out the window.
I'm
because
sorry.
they changed
Yeah,
it
my
back
bad.
to the
My
orange
bad.
one.
My how naive of me to like think that it made sense.
I don't know. You're
Toei
asking
was
the
like,
one
hold on,
person
we're going in a direction that makes sense. We're going to want to make a hard left.
who-
We almost had
You're
some
asking
continuity
the-
there. Hold on.
You're asking the one person here who watches Toku the least to,
Hey, I'll
to
watch it on
verify
Friday. True,
information about
I'll
it.
watch it
Well,
on-
hold on. Does anyone have an outsider's question for Josh?
Oh,
Anyone?
I am the girl for that. I
Josh,
can answer that.
Definitely answer any outsider
Yeah.
question.
Absolutely. I got you there.
Think outside the bubble.
Right. But no, basically, yeah. it
What
was
is
the-
this?
This
I'll get there.
is
It was the Gachard driver. So the Gachard Daybreak driver, the final 2 cards they revealed are Hopper 1 and Steamliner Ultima, which are basically like they look like ultra rares essentially from like the card set packs, but with the rainbow back, and they activate a new Steamliner Ultima sound in the driver, which is the exact same henshin as the regular Steam Hopper. It just goes Ultima at the
yeah.
end of it.
He just puts it in and goes Hopper 1. Oh yeah, Ultima.
Ultima.
I mean,
Uh,
it's the exact same thing they did with the other 2's final forms. It's just the same thing, only it says a little thing after.
I don't know why they
put
think we want to see the old suit come back. Like I don't need it.
Well, here's the thing. I
Like they're getting nostalgic by the end of their own show. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
here's the thing. I like the concept a lot, actually, of the final boss being defeated with the base suit. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I don't want them to pretend that it's not just the base suit. Like, I don't know. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, what's a good example? There's seasons that have done that. Where, like, you know, they lost access to their final form. Didn't Ghost do that? Didn't Ghost beat the final boss without...
No one can fact check that. I'm sorry. That's just... Anyone who saw it doesn't remember that. You watched Ghost and you were like, well, I'm not going to need that anymore. I'm going to make room for something else. Just throw that right
So, like,
out
I
the
mean,
brain.
Bill didn't beat it with its base form, but it wasn't like
No, okay.
final form ever.
You're right. XA did.
Like,
Yeah, XA
different
did
thing.
it. Yeah, XA did it. Yeah, exactly how XA did it is like how I like the concept of that, where they're not pretending it's a new form or a new suit. It's just for whatever story reason it's able to overpower the final boss now when it probably shouldn't be able to do that. But I hate when it's like, no, guys, this is a whole new form. We promise. But all that to say, this also went up for pre-order finally, which we knew that it would. This is the Elder. So it's one of those ones where they cut off like one of the D's in the name. So it's El Dorado.
Oh no!
Yeah, so because they're trying to be clever, like they're like,
Yeah.
this is El Dragon, and I'm like, that's just the laziest racist name. Why is it called El Dragon? And then I realized they're trying to be like El Dorado because he's obsessed with gold, and then El Dragon, but it doesn't quite work.
Well,
so
and they even tried to do it
El
with the two
Driver.
Because the one from the movie is Comrade Dorado, and the one from the show is Comrade Eld. So like they're even trying to do it with the two riders.
Either way,
yeah.
So yeah, somehow the guy with the one monocle, Mr. Peanut, he turned his Rubik's Cube into a black version of well, I can't think of his name now. What's the dragon's name? Nijigan.
Oh, Nijigan, yeah.
And then this is just a remolded Dread Driver.
Yeah, it's like the
with some extra shit on it.
It's like the Zillion Driver last year, where it is a less advanced version of the LED belt of the year. Because this is cheaper than the Dread Driver because they took the LED screen out, and it also removes the card slot, obviously, because they replaced it with the Rubik's Cube. So you can't put a card over there. So basically, the way this works is that you use the dark ether card, and you just swipe that across the top if you want to do Dorado, and then you don't open the latch. You just slide the card and then put it in, and that's Dorado. And if you want to do Eld, you do the El Dragon card. You swipe it, put it in, and then open up the latch. So that's how it works. And then you do finisher sounds and stuff by rotating the Rubik's Cube. So I like it.
Why couldn't they just say El Driver and not El Dorado Driver?
Right. That's exactly. Like I know exactly what they're going for, but I'm also not sure which of these two suits I like better because they're both repaints of stuff.
The one that was used in the show, the chest sticks out so much.
It's X-Rex. That's what they butchered. Is it? It's the entire torso of X-Rex.
Well, even Rainbow Gachard, his nose is out here like this.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I assume that's why they used X-Rex to kind of sort of try to mimic that a little bit. Because like his suit is a lot of reuse of. He's got X-Rex's like torso, and then his legs are the gold undersuit is from Geo Oma form from the movie, not Oma Geo, but the one where he used the Oma Geo.
Oh, the better of the two.
Yeah. So that's what the undersuit is from, and then Dorado from the movie is his entire torso is just grease from build. Or actually, I think specifically Perfect Kingdom grease from the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, because I don't think they would get rid of the regular grease suit, but Yeah,
It just falls apart due to gold plastic syndrome.
Hopefully we get these in Soto sometime, but Soto's dead, so especially with the more recent pre-order that went up, we're so screwed this year. So
Soto's actually dead?
I don't know if Corey knew about this. Soto Set 2 for Gabu got listed for pre-order. It's up on HLJ right now. So Set 1 is a September or October release, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Set 2 is a January release. So we're so screwed.
I'm wondering.
I picked the right time to get out of the game.
So that means we're gonna get
really hoping that just means we'll stick with the base forms for a little while.
No, it just means that they're going to be trying to do Gachard figures like a year and a half from now. They're going to be like, we're trying. So,
damn.
Yeah, we're screwed. Because that means we're probably only going to get like 4 sets.
Here's what they do. Get rid of Soto completely.
No.
Shift all the budget to Shoto and just make Shoto the main line.
No.
Just do Shoto as the main line. You don't have to do any stickers.
I don't want to change my name.
So,
I
know you hate the stickers, Chris. I hate the stickers too, but Soto, they've done too well to go out like this. So
apparently it doesn't matter. They're going to go out. Anyway.
I truly think with it, like if they can't get their shit together like budget wise soon, I feel like they're going to retire the name Soto and call it something different and put out toys. Lesser
I know it's not ideal, but they just, and I know why they don't want to do it, but they got to just raise the price on it. Like, I get it, because I know there's the whole thing where they want it to be like affordable for like, kids in Japan with allowance and stuff. They said that on the blog and stuff before, but they have also raised the price before. I know that they don't want to keep doing it.
Well, couldn't they just dial it back? Like.
Well, yeah. The problem is
it doesn't have to be so intricate with 15,000 stickers. Like, just pick 5 good stickers and be done with it. Like,
well, I mean, they want it to look as nice as possible, and it's the paint budget that's obviously something.
I understand you can't paint it. I'm saying just live without, like, just make it a simpler figure.
Well, I appreciate the level of detail that the stickers have been able to achieve with Soto.
If it drives them out of business.
Well, I don't want them to have to compromise on the figure.
Okay. How does that usually work when you want everything and you don't want to give up anything? How's that go?
Well, here's what needs to happen. Toei and Plex need to stop doing 7,000 forms that don't matter, so Soto can actually fucking catch up for once. That's
so you want the part of the business that makes money to change to support the part that's not working.
See,
you're not going to do well in business, Josh.
Now you get it, Chris. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want.
This is doing too well. Tank it so this thing that's dying might last an extra year.
Exactly. That is how my thought process works. I know that's not what would happen, but anyway.
I don't have the mental faculties to have this conversation a 10th time.
I'm really not invested, so I'm just fucking with Josh. Honestly, I don't care.
You just gotta know when to pull the plug, Josh.
I never do.
No, you really shouldn't.
Little guys.
Yeah.
Now, these are excellent.
All right, so I put a new clip in that I'm going to play here in a second. So Crane Joe has already created an elaborately ridiculous way of hacking the Gabu driver, it's the Henshin Belt Gabu. I forgot that it doesn't have driver. So he has already found all of the Legend Rider sounds in the belt, and this year they're using like a different kind of like chip reading system. So he had to make this ridiculous Gochi Soul that has like wires sticking out of it that like send electronic signal. I don't know what the fuck he did. I don't know how he already did it, but he got all of the sounds leaked for it. And so we've already heard that these are going to be doing like a chibi, sound version, like a Gochi Soul sound version of the Henshin sounds. If you haven't seen some of these, please go to Crane Joe's channel at some point and watch. He's done a video of Kuga through Decade, and he's done a video of Double through Geo. I assume he's going to do a Reiwa one soon. But I wanted to show you guys one of them, so I clipped the Fies one and I put it on Twitter earlier today. So if you haven't seen it, the Fies one was cracking me up. So here it is.
I honestly couldn't tell anything that was happening.
I love when it's just complete and it's like. Like, it's
I
just-
also like how when they were like, when we do the Legend Rider Gochi Soul, should we introduce like a third shape? And then someone else was like, no.
Yeah, so all of the Heisei Phase 1s.
Babe,
are-
wake up, new shape just
So all of the Heisei Phase 1s are that's the marshmallow mold, or is it, no, it's I forget what mold that one is. Poppin' Gummies mold or marshmallow mold or whatever.
That's just the one that just hinges up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think
And then
the candy cane one or whatever the hell that is.
and
the
then
lollipop.
and then all of the Heisei Phase 2 are the Zaku Zaku chips mold. And then Reiwa is a mixture of the chocolate ones and the like marshmallow pop and gummy ones. So this was like, I think I was like one of those Bandai videos. Even though we don't know how all of these are being released yet, they just were like, well, we're doing it. So here's all of them. So far, Crane Joe, I believe, is still hacking the belt. But he's found all of these sounds. He's found
still getting into the mainframe.
That's right. He's still working on it. Tycoon, Nago, and Buffa have unique sounds. So those are going to do unique sounds. Although, doesn't mean that they're not in there. But Tycoon, Buffa, and Nago have unique sounds. He hasn't found Majade and Valvarad yet. Which is very funny to me. That we know that they're getting some because we've seen them already. But they might not have their unique sounds, which I think is really funny if Geets gets unique sounds and not Gachard riders. But yeah, so these are fun. We saw some more of these got confirmed for release this week. Like Drive's going to be a Tony Bakun magazine. Is that what it was, or some magazine exclusive? I think was there another one that I'm forgetting that like got a release method confirmed. Regardless, obviously we're getting all of these. Yeah, and I love them.
All right.
And then speaking of, so every year when there's those candy prize, lottery campaigns, this year's you're gonna get a Comrade Gummy, Gucci Soul.
I'm not going to.
Well, yeah.
There are less of these than there are Star Tours ships.
This is true. Yeah, they are.
I was going to say, but there's
Yeah.
the same number as there are. Or no, there's 15,000 of these. Sorry, I thought I read one was 0.
10 times more.
Yeah.
than this one.
I'm very surprised that this one that's based off of Comrade Gummies is not using Popping Gummies base mold. It's using
First of all, when you open this up, it should be the Juicy Kid's face.
for
His head
sure,
thrown back.
100%.
I think it was Reggie on Twitter said it looks like Krang from Ninja Turtles,
It
and I was
does
like,
look-
it really does. It looks like Krang, and I can't unsee it now.
Like, oh my god, it absolutely does. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it's weird that they're going with the Zakuzaki chip mold on this one, but
Juicy, that's just their default. That's like their favorite one.
it
They
really
just use
is,
it for
yeah.
fucking everything.
it does seem to be their favorite. It's my favorite, so I'm fine with it. But I just thought it'd be weird. I thought it's weird that this one is not the gummy mold. But I think that was it for Gabu stuff. The show premieres tomorrow, so here we are. We're in for another year.
Cool. How many episodes in do you think you'll get?
I'm giving this one. I feel like we're gonna get to like an optimistic 15. I put out a thread earlier tonight that said that
Minutes?
exact thing. Yeah, I think we're
15
gonna
minutes into the
15
first
minutes.
episode.
So
Okay.
take your bets in the chat. How many episodes into Gabu will I get before I drop?
I give you 5 at minute.
Josh, I think you might
Minutes.
overdose if you go 15.
Well, Gachard I got to 18, and so
It's too many.
I know.
You could have cut it at 15.
I know.
That's too many gotcha.
Like, I'm hoping like Gabu definitely seems to have the potential for me to go higher than 15. I'm just putting it at 15, like cautiously optimistic that I'll make it to 15. I think we're in for a better year this year, but who knows?
Well, Sentai.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so this is our brand new Sentai Robo line that Matt Hunt has leaked in the past was coming. This is a brand new line called Deluxe Robo Universe, which apparently is a line that they've had trademark or they have filed the trademark to last for 10 years or something like that. So I don't know if they actually intend on following through with this somewhat long term. But this is a brand new line of deluxe mecha that are relatively cheap, honestly. These are only 5,000 yen a piece, which is not awful.
That's cheap.
Yeah. For
It's
a
only
Robo.
$40.
For a deluxe Robo,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
So like obviously they're not as like detailed as like their original counterparts, of course.
Sorry, you have to translate it for Corey. Corey, it's like 3 clone troopers each.
Yeah, there you go.
That's okay. That's not bad.
So the idea is that it's basically a ZordBuilder line. It might even be ZordBuilder compatible based on the port that it's using and where that comes from. But it's basically like, you know, it's not something that Bandai hasn't done in the past here in the US with the Power Ranger stuff, with ZordBuilder, with like the mix and morph stuff. It's just a combined Sentai mecha thing. It has a base skeleton. I put a bunch of slides in here, so go to the next one. It uses this base skeleton, which you might recognize is already the exact skeleton that Bune Diesel uses
but not the main.
But not the
Robo?
main one, yeah. Not the main Robo. So main Boom Boonja Robo does not work with this.
Do you think they'll re-release the main one?
Maybe. I mean, clearly there's a reason why Bune Diesel was early debuting this before they dropped this line existence, you know? Because people noticed from the instruction manual here, which is what the screenshot is from, that mecha could separate into so many pieces, and there didn't seem to be a reason for it to, because it didn't, you know, there was no indication it was going to like combine with, you know, Bune Robo or any other mecha in that much of a capacity. So it is a little bit of a slightly different skeleton. You can see the like, I guess the torso piece, or you know, like whatever the stomach piece is different, and then like the head obviously like isn't with the base. Yeah, but this will be compatible.
They can do all this and they still can't give it normal joints.
Yeah, I wish it could articulate, because the concept is very cool.
And the legs are too thin.
They definitely are.
I know you're supposed to snap pieces over top of them most of the time, but it's still super thin. Like that's the thing. Like Engino looks.
Go to the next slide.
Looks pretty good, but its legs are just too thin.
Yeah, so these are the first 3 that we're getting. So in October, Tokyo and Engino are releasing, which Engino has already been in Bune Boonja. Tokyo Red, nope, that's not his name. Tokyo Ichigo is on that poster, and so it's pretty likely that Tokyo will be in the show as well. And they're like Floof was saying, there's speculation that Tokyo could maybe combine with some of the Bune Boonja mecha when it returns, kind of like last year with Kyoryugen, which I would not be surprised if they did that. But I guess it would maybe be more likely for it to combine with Bune Diesel, since it literally can do that in the toys with these. Tokyo, I think, looks pretty solid because the original Tokyo was very stiff, you know. So like, I think this works. It works for Tokyo.
If these had knees and elbows, I would buy them just for that.
Because for sure.
There would be a version that, you know, the one you have can't do.
Exactly.
Does Tokyo have cock mode?
Unfortunately, no cock. Yeah.
Well, moving on. We're done with these.
and then
done, dead in the water.
Engino doesn't look that bad to me, except for Bear RV so squished.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening there. And then Gokaio looks almost identical to me to the you know, like the Retro Fire line that they did.
Yeah.
They did that Super Mega Force one. It wasn't at that point, they weren't called Retro Fires, but they still basically were.
Just the action figure.
It looks basically exactly like the proportions and kind of stylized version of that did. So Gokaio is coming out in December, so we don't necessarily know if it's going to. What?
Does it not transform?
Hold on. So we don't technically know if this is gonna like have anything to do with the show, like if the Gokai just will return or anything like that. But it's coming out in December. Now on the next slide, they do transform. So these are attempts at making the individual mecha. I can respect that it could do it, but it does look pretty bad. Like Busan is looking pretty rough down there. The Resha are very like there's a lot of gaps in them, and the Gokaiger ones I couldn't find. I don't think there might have been a picture of the Gokaiger ones separated. I know that it can. I know I saw one.
So Gokaiger does.
It's pretty
Okay.
bad. It's pretty rough.
Because that's the one I did not see.
Yeah, it can do it. All of these are going to be able to separate into their individual components, or at least an attempt at their original.
I mean, I gotta be honest. The more I look at these, the less interested I get.
Really, because
like
I'm
when-
the other way.
When
I
they
think,
first showed them off, I was like, "Oh, that's neat." I don't give a fuck about ZordBuilder. I know I'm probably in the minority, but I'm not. I don't need to sit there and be like, "Let's dump out." Like I got Lego for that. I don't need to
I think
take
for
a bunch
me-
of Zord components and build, Tokyo with Engino's ass. It doesn't appeal
Yeah,
to me.
I think for me, it's one of these. It's a line that because they are so, relatively cheap. I know 40 is still kind of expensive, but like relatively, like I could at least see myself picking up my favorite mechas just to have some representation of them, especially if I don't already have. If
If you don't already have the real one, I could see it. But like I said, to me, they focused on this play pattern that I don't care enough about. If they had just done revamped versions, like if it was literally just here's Engino, but now he's got knees and elbows,
Yeah.
and the mecha transform and still look good in both modes, I would be more interested in that.
like
than-
the full action Kyryugen that they did last year.
Right. Exactly. That I loved that. That's exactly right. Do that, not like this play pattern means. And again, if you love it, by all means, enjoy it. I'm not trying to take away from you. It's just at first I was like, well, maybe I'll get the first two and see how it goes. And now I'm kind of just like, I don't fucking care about this. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
because I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of B and Diesel. Like
Yeah,
to me, it's just it's decent enough, but like he doesn't combine it all, and like he just lays down. Like I do think it's funny that he drives himself as a car, like that part of it. I think is fun, but like
Odd
he just
choice.
kind of stands up and he's very stiff and he's got no articulation, and I'm just like, he can come apart into 100 pieces, but he still stands there like a rigid rock. You missed the point. You completely missed the point with it.
I think it's just very strange for them to have used him as the like precursor to this.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like I don't know why, unless there is a specific story reason, like Tokyo is going to combine with him or something.
Well, I'm wondering if it's just a thing of like, okay, we have a certain amount of budget to allocate to this branch line.
And they seem
however,
to be,
we don't have enough to make.
They seem to be wanting to support this pretty heavily. So
Sure. And I'm wondering, we don't have enough in the budget for this branch line. What if we just made the base body for this one the
Right.
thing that we'll be using in perpetuity? Then we can add,
Right.
more
and
to that
Matt
now, and then
Matt was, we've been talking to Matt and stuff about it, and he was saying how it's probably very likely that the next year's Sentai will either be fully in this line or at least be compatible with this line. And then it will probably maybe even the 50th season will do it too, which would make sense, I suppose, for them to like at least support this line through the 50th anniversary.
we're gonna have this strange situation like 5 years from now that the line that technically started it is only gonna have the secondary mecha and not the primary
100%.
mecha as part of this. I can totally see that.
Yeah, I could very easily see Beam Diesel remaining the only Boom Boonjer mecha that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Also, Box just said it's just as probable that this line will die after these 3 releases, and they'll forget. If it's like any Rider action figure line ever,
we know for
and
a fact that did I include any more slides of this? Is there another one? Okay.
No.
We know for a fact that there's at least 4 of these coming, because on one of the pictures where they showed the like, hey, you can swap the pieces, they had like a silhouette in the background of like some different combinations, and one of them was the silhouette of Shinkano. So Shinkano is for sure happening. They just are not showing that one yet. So we're getting at least 4 of these. And Shinkano would be a 2025 thing because we don't have any others listed for 2024. So it's Engino and Tokyo in October. It's Gokayo in December. Shinkano's on the way. By that point, we'll be getting into finally. Oh my god, you're so right.
It only took 20
Holy
years.
shit, we knew it would happen all this long.
I was just thinking though, and this is off topic, but didn't the original Engino have better articulation than this thing? It had elbows, didn't it? Because it had to be able to do that.
They ratcheted.
Oh, that's right. They went out like to the
didn't
side.
It does. This has the same level of articulation as Engino did, just because of the transformation.
I don't know. I mean, I might buy Engino just because I love Engino so much and give it a try. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Maha Robo or whatever the hell Beam Diesel.
Basically, like for me, like you said, Engino is one of my all-time favorite mecha, so I want that one. Tokyo, I think, legitimately looks pretty good in this line because of just how bricky the original one is, and I think it will be show relevant. And then at that point, it's like, well, it'd be weird if I didn't get Gokayo. I actually don't have a Gokayo. I only have the legendary Mega Sword. Not that this should be the Gokayo that is my. I should just get a deluxe Gokayo someday. I'm kind of shocked I don't have one, but a Shinkano I would be very interested in because I love Shinkano. That's one of my like top 3, along with like.
Yeah, I do like that one too.
What the fuck?
In terms of articulation,
Galaxy Mega and Daiboken was the other 2.
For me, once the toys get large enough, I kind of stop caring about articulation, as long as the play pad, like the clickety play pad.
For me, for Sentai Mecha, or let me specify, for Deluxe Sentai Mecha, I'm never expecting there to be articulation. Now, if it's Mini Pla, I want articulation.
Right. For regular DX, I don't care. For me to buy a second one, that's my point. Like if I see. And to your point, if you don't have any of these, then by all means buy this and have fun with it.
Yeah.
But if I already have Tokyo, there's not really a reason for me to buy a worse one. Do you know what I mean? Like if it was some kind of, if it was like, it's like the full action. There was a reason to buy that. It was an upgrade to the one I already had.
Right.
And plus, that's like one of my favorites of all time. So there was that. But like, to
Chris,
me,
does this read as like a shittier, what is it, Mugenbein situation?
But Mugenbein's really fun. See, the thing about Mugenbein...
That's why I said shittier.
The thing about Mugenbein is the potential for you to make your own crazy batshit nut stuff is totally there, and people do it, and they're good at it. But you can also just buy one Mugenbein toy, and it's got 3 modes, and the instructions are there, and you can just do that and enjoy it completely, and it's good in every mode. This feels like, well, the robot's a stiff brick, and the individual Zords look like ass, but look, you can swap their arms. Okay. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, Mugenbein is awesome because they came up with all that shit, and there's joint gatai? I don't know what that is. But yeah, Mugenbein is really cool because they're all the same for the most part. They're all the same base robot, or at least with the Alphabet series. Mm-hmm. And they have different specialty pieces, and you can make a jet or an eagle or the robot with armor. Or if you're creative, you can go. It's kind of the same thing with like Lego. I could just buy a Lego set, build what's exactly in the instructions, and enjoy that. If I want to take it apart and make my own fucking thing, the potential's there. I'm just not that creative of a person, and I don't do that. I like to buy the Lego set, think of it as a model, build what I'm supposed to build, and enjoy that because I like that. You know what I mean? So like That's why I get it. If you're a crazy creative person and you are so excited to buy all these and build yourself a fucking monstrosity, I'm not taking away from it. Go and enjoy it. It's just for me personally, that's not what I like to do. I'm not creative in that way. But I mean, different people like different shit.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But I also think like these trains don't look good. I also think like this could be executed.
And your train sucks.
But I think if this is what you're gonna hang your hat on, this is gonna be your play pattern, you could still do it better. I think this is not as well as it could be done.
Breaking news: Chris hates fun.
I don't like this
man
kind
who
of
has
fun.
thousands of toys hates fun.
I like different fun. This is not my fun. But really, everyone should just go look into Mugenbein because it's great.
Yeah.
If you're curious, I have
unless
videos.
you don't have that much money, then in which case I understand. That's awesome.
The ticker.
I love that so much.
One day, randomly, you have to forget about it for a while, but then just do breaking news, Asian man cast in Japanese.
Yeah,
that's still my favorite one.
Yeah,
that's still my absolute favorite one. But I would love to see that on the ticker one day, just randomly out of nowhere.
To wrap up this toy line segment here, Boon Diesel, people have found from messing around, is ZordBuilder compatible legitimately. So that seems to suggest that this will.
So you can combine Shinkano with Shinkano.
You can.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if they just re-released the Shinkano from before instead of making it a whole new...
That's why they're starting with these. They're just going to release the entire Bandai America line.
Also,
it doesn't even have the inner skeleton. They're just like, well, this should work.
It's got shit sticking out the side of it. Go for it.
Yeah.
That would explain why the animals don't turn into the symbol modes, because they're a simpler version. They can only turn into the animals. But so that also means that these are Avataro gear compatible.
Turtle could turn into the symbol mode.
Well, that's true. Because the Avataro gears from Dawn Brothers, that port that was on the so it can become the wheel of the Enya Ride-On, is also a ZordBuilder port. So you can plug Avataro gears all over these if you wanted to.
Which means you can also use your avatar or altars, the altars too, right? You throw that shit in your mix.
The altar gears, yeah, but not the altar, not the altar figures. Those won't work.
But they had the one guy at least had the thing on his back.
Oh, that's true.
The gear.
That's true. Yeah, so but then you wouldn't be able to put. But you wouldn't be able to put that connector anywhere. It's just stuck on the altars because
you'd have to build everything off of the back of the altar.
You'd
have to give him a crazy backpack.
But yes, technically you could.
Or you could just have him hanging off someone's arm, just dejectedly, somebody let me down.
That's true. Yeah, you could have him, or I think all three of the main. Yeah, Goku Altar and Murasame Altar had ports. I think too. I think, or maybe I'm remembering
a lifetime ago. I couldn't.
Yeah, that line was interesting. But anyway, I'm interested to see where this goes, how long it goes, what they include, if any relevance this will have to the show or not. So, yeah.
Next time, baby.
Doesn't even have cock mode 0 out of 10.
Okay, I just put it in here just because, so Power Rangers Day was 2 days ago, and Super 7 was surprise, Draken, and I was like, all right. Move on.
Super 7, do you still go here?
Let's move on to Transformers so I can go take a piss.
There you go. Now we're talking. Oh, wait, Ultraman surprise.
Yeah, we don't know.
It'll still be a little while.
That's okay. We'll get through this quickly. So you can just like in Minecraft, when you can put a block inside of an item frame and put it up on the wall, you can put a block on a slab and put that up on a wall. If you wanted to.
It's like if you get 6 of these, you can make the cube from Build.
I mean, honestly, it does very much look like that.
What were those called? The Pandora's box panels?
Yeah, the Pandora panels. Yeah,
Pandora panel. Yeah.
So this. Yeah, I mean, it's same idea. It can fit 6 of whatever the fuck these cubes are called, and it comes with a deluxe Blazar.
Josh, I bet you can guess what the cubes are called. Try.
Arc cubes.
You got it in one. Look at you.
I
You nailed
I
it.
forgot to be honest, I forgot the name of the show for a second. Sorry.
That's fair. Like, for some reason, all week I kept calling it Orb. I was like, oh, I should go watch an episode of Orb. And then I was like, Orb's not even the most recent one before this. I'm like, Orb's like 5 ago. What is wrong with me? My brain's like, no, just go watch Orb. It's better. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fair.
They
then,
had an Ultraman panel at PMC, and they were talking about the new Netflix Ultraman, and because of that, I watched it. It's really good.
I've heard very good things about it.
The
Yeah,
really like
it's a good
CGI one where he's trying to get the little baby or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Also, sorry, real quick, Adam said, I just want Draken to sell so we can get what's waiting in the wings. What's
so
waiting in the
nothing?
wings is bankruptcy. I don't think you want that quite yet. Not until
and
my
then-
Cat Slayer comes out.
And then this rejected concept for a Revice weapon is the final.
It's definitely the Revice color scheme.
Like if you
Is this his final form weapon?
yes, it is.
Okay.
If you took the cubes out and told me this was from Revice, I would completely believe you.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, I don't know what the hell this thing is called either, and I also genuinely couldn't possibly care less about it. So but there it is. Can I go piss now?
Nice.
Sure.
All
I
right.
mean, you could piss anything.
Yeah, you
Bochi the Rock.
unless you put this here.
I did not put
I
this
put
in
this
here.
here.
Oh, I love
I
put
Bochi
this
the Rock.
here.
I assumed
Yeah.
Corey put this here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I have to stay for Bochi. I love Bochi. I know what you
Yeah,
put in
of
here.
course.
Yep, you put this. Yep.
Yeah, they have a new line. There's 30-minute mission, 30-minute whatever. Now it's 30 minutes preference. I
So
don't know
is
why
she-
they called it this.
So
Is
is
it
she
a
fully
figure
art?
art or something? What is this?
It's a
no,
model
it's
kit.
so it's a model kit.
But it's
Oh.
posable, right?
Yeah.
It's a fully posable
Yeah,
figure.
it's posable.
Yeah, you can see the joints in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it has like figure art wrists. That's why I guessed
It
that. 'cause
does.
it's-
It does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of joints.
I love
It
this.
has
And each
alternate
string is
faces.
Sticker.
Oh god. Oh no.
Could you
Each
imagine?
blade of hair.
And I think they're doing all of Keisoku Band, right?
I didn't see the rest of them. I did not know if they confirmed them.
I think
only
they
saw this
put.
one.
I think they did one of those graphics like they do for Nendroids, where they're like, "We're gonna do them," but it's just like a picture of the characters and no, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
That's a
how it
good
just
thing I
says
put this in
confirming
here.
in the pink box.
yeah.
yeah.
Confirming this will be real. You know, I want this.
Also,
I-
this
I
is
want
like
this.
$40-$50.
Damn.
So
Are these like those ones
Yeah.
they did for the Gundam that you love?
yes, yeah, pretty.
Or
much.
it's like the what the fuck are those called?
The figure
Figure
eyes?
eyes. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
just
I like
boxed
those
a
a
bunch
lot.
of them up.
I have a Geo one I still need to build, but those are fun. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna want this. I'll probably pick it up. I love Bochi the Rock, one of my favorite
Yeah,
animes. So, hopefully we get season 2 sooner than later. But
We got to get through the movies first.
I know. So
Apparently, this is when I was supposed to go piss.
Don't worry, you can go piss now because we have another thing.
Oh, do you? What is it? I don't actually have to go.
Oh, Jesus.
SpongeBob.
oh god, I know what this is too.
What is this? Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pineapple Frost. Honestly, Pineapple Frosty might be delicious.
that sounds so good.
I gotta say,
What makes it a Krabby Patty though? It just looks like
I
a
have
regular
no clue.
cheeseburger.
here's the thing though. It is just a regular cheeseburger because that's all Krabby Patty would be. I think this is the first time they've actually partnered with a restaurant and called something a Krabby Patty officially, which is crazy to me. That they,
Yeah.
Considering this show's been around for what, over 20 years?
Well, they're doing all this stuff this year because this year's the 25th anniversary.
So why do they call it a
Oh.
Krabby Patty if it's just a cheeseburger?
Honestly, who knows?
And how do they get cow meat at the bottom of the ocean?
Why?
Well, we don't
why
know
do you-
because the whole thing with the Krabby Patties that there's a secret formula, so we don't know how Krabby Patties are made. So that's kind of a big.
Well,
plot.
And I
Wendy's
never
does.
really
always
Yeah,
thought
Wendy's
about it.
Wendy's got Mr. Krabs and Wendy's are in cahoots.
So Dave is Mr. Krabs confirmed? Okay.
Yeah, right.
And I never really thought about it
Krabs is
before.
dead?
He
had a good run. Like somebody pointed out the other day that he lives in a pineapple, so that means that he literally must be this big. And I never really thought about it before because, like, doesn't he hang out with a squirrel that's only like this big? When really the squirrel would be like at least twice the size and be monstrously much taller than him.
I am glad that that's the part of SpongeBob that you take the most umbrage with. The size.
I've never watched it. I know enough about it, but I don't watch it. But yeah, Pineapple Frosty could be pretty good. Squirrel. I mean, a baby squirrel, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the age that gets.
Holy shit!
Mr. Krabs found dead at 72.
Oh no!
I just think it's funny that they're like, it's a Krabby Patty, and I'm like, that's just your number. That's a Dave single. That's just number one at Wendy's. That's not anything. There's nothing going on new. I thought you'd do something to make it unique.
All right, I'm gonna go piss now.
All right. It's time for Wheeljack.
Spread out and clean the forest.
That's right. So this, I didn't see this on TFW. I saw this on Cybertron, but spelled the Japanese way, or like the SEI. Yeah.
What is it?
These are blockies that aren't released yet. I found this blurry image of the Transformers 1 blockies, and then just I don't know in the article,
Transformers. But is this Hound over here on the left?
I think so. Yeah,
because like the ones on the right. Transformer 1 blockies. Okay, they look like the other ones, but just the style is different. But then this one over here, is this supposed to be one of them? This is one of the Transformer 1 ones?
This is all Transformers 1.
Okay, so it's not like the Hound is from something different.
No.
Okay.
I assume he out of that like little gathering down there. I assume he's the bottom right one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see
I
that.
assume. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. If anybody else could identify any of these, because
I was going to say, because he's got
the three Optimuses.
Well, one's probably Orion Pax, and one's
Yeah.
probably Optimus. But yeah, it does. Because it looks like he's got the cog thing in his chest.
Yeah.
And I mean, these look neat, but the thing I love about the blockies is the style to them, and these are a different style than those. Like obviously they're much taller, and the shoulders look wonky. This might be a bad picture, but
I think it might. I think it is a bad picture. Like it might be squished.
I mean, I'll still probably check them out once we can see.
For sure. Yeah.
Once we can see some better pics, but.
Breaking news: Japanese man cast a Japanese.
Nice.
That's been there for a while, so I think Josh did it before.
First of all, Josh, it's Asian man cast a Japanese
Asian man
show.
cast a Japanese show. Yeah.
Get it right, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be neat. Transformer 1 specific ones. I
This
just
is
got
sort
the
of
two
what I
light
was-
up ones.
Oh, cool. How are they?
I didn't open them yet. I just got them.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this is sort of what I've been looking for when it comes to like Transformers 1 stuff, mostly because some of them won't transform at all, and I think this is a pretty decent representation of those. So I'm cool with these. I can't wait to get them whenever they may materialize.
I'll see. Yeah, I'll see what they turn out to be. What is this now?
So remember all
Black
those
Eagle,
reaction figures that were way too much money and we all passed up?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't sell them enough, so they put them into blind boxes. So hopefully you'll try to buy them again.
Oh,
I have
geez.
not done so.
What do they cost now?
I have no idea.
If they're like $5, I might, but otherwise, no.
Yeah, truly. For $5, I'd do it, but I highly doubt.
Yeah. Reaction is just, it's served its purpose. I think it's gone too far.
Yeah.
It's like Funko
True.
Pops and all these other stupid shits.
Hmm. I mean, it. What was it? The second company to do them was Funko, right? Or Funko pawned them off to.
You're right. Funko did them first, and they pawned them off to Super 7. But yeah, the reaction started with Funko because they used to be like normal prices. When Funko did them, they were like between $5 and $10. I think it was like $8 a piece. Because I have a little Rocketeer one I got at like Barnes and Noble for like $6 or $7 or something. And I remember seeing them like at Target back when, you know, they hadn't been done to death and they were mostly like pop culture stuff. Like there was a Marty McFly or there was a couple other random movie characters. But
I think these are $15 a pop.
yeah, for blind boxes, fuck no.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Like if I didn't buy them for 20 when they were when I could see what it was.
I want those SpongeBob ones that are in the background though.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like it's just more blind box things like these.
Yeah. Yeah, is this at Five Below? Because they got all kinds of shit like this. Although I guess if it's 15.
No, this
Although
is
honestly, Five Below isn't necessarily Five Below anymore. Did anyone else notice that? They sell a lot of shit
there's also
more than
$5.
$5.
There's a Five Beyond section that is steadily taking over the rest of the store.
Yeah. They're like, we determined that we don't have enough $5 shit to sustain our business model.
I wonder how Dollar Tree's doing it at $1.25.
That's right. Yeah, $1.25. That's right.
Cyber
World. Can we have a Transformers show that isn't cyber or
just be glad this isn't RID again or
yeah,
Power
that's true. They really need to just come up with some kind of new, like at least Earthspark was a relatively unique name. But it's like Cyberverse, Cyber World, World Spark, Cyber Spark. It's like Jesus Christ. You have 4 words and we just make compound words out of them over and over again. Eric says, or Force, Mega, Super. Oh wait, wrong franchise. Yeah, it's the same principle.
This is an interesting lineup. There's a Mirage, there's a Scorponok, there's a Galvatron.
I think we saw these listings before. I think we just didn't know what the name was, because I remember thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, it's a random assortment of characters. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but I remember seeing Scorponok. But yeah, they just got to keep reusing those names to keep those copyrights.
Who's Meg Bull?
I don't know.
Megan Bull?
Yeah, I was gonna say just some chick named Megan.
Snarl Off-Road, don't know who that is. Chomp Grimlock. I don't know. It's interesting. I assume the armor ones are just going to be that same armor mold that they keep shitting out from Cyber. What's the one I like? What's Transformers? It's like.
What's the one I like?
Yeah,
I think Transformers is a 80-year-old media property. I believe that began in Japan in the 1980s.
How old did you say it was?
I said a 40-year-old property.
40.
Also, it did not begin in Japan in the 80s.
Wait, when did Diaclone start?
Before.
70?
Please stop talking.
Josh, just go watch The Toys That Made Us on Netflix, all right?
Yeah. Don't worry, they're coming back with more episodes.
But if you're talking about those little, like, 4-inch ones that had the armor, I actually thought those were fun. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Ratchet with the weird snowmobile, and then the snowmobile just becomes armor for him. Like, I was like, I'd do a whole line like that because they were little 4-inch figures and they were great. They transformed nice. The little vehicles.
The base figures were really nice. Those
Yeah.
were the only ones I was interested in. But it's like they
World of Cyber Sparkverse.
Well, I'm curious how long it's going to take you to notice it.
It's just scrolling by. We can't tell when the bit is
World
changed.
of Cyber Sparkverse.
The bits changed 3 times in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we saw you messed it up. It's Asian Man cast in Japanese.
Yes.
So.
I had to pee, so I was quick.
So you took longer
Right.
to spell Japanese instead of Asian.
That's true. That doesn't really fact check out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you try.
But yeah, so this will be something. And we'll
Yeah.
wait to
Whoa,
see
really?
what that is. Yeah.
I'm interested.
But if it's some kind of armor thing, it could be cool. Cyber
Would it
World
be,
just makes me think of like a VR or something. Like that's what that sounds like to me.
Would
That's
this be
the first
something
thing
they,
my
they
brain
talk
thinks
about
of.
at PulseCon in a couple weeks? Or
Probably not, because this will be the kid-oriented
Oh,
line /
gotcha.
show, and they don't care. That's the team out in California does this.
gotcha.
The Rhode Island team only does the collector shit.
Right,
So
right.
Pulse
That makes sense.
PulseCon won't be.
Yeah, PulseCon is 2 weeks from today, I believe.
World of Cyber Sparkverse Primes in disguise. So they're just building. That's just building. Come up with the biggest, longest, stupidest thing you can come up with.
And it still sounds exactly like something they would call something.
Yeah, but I mean, Cyber World sounds like a video arcade in a mall. Like I don't know, it's just very. Something will happen.
I did that wrong apparently.
It was breaking. We had to put a banner on it. So broke. Literally broke. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just a bland title. It's just boring, and the logo is not even that exciting, honestly. So we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe the show will be great. Maybe the toys will be great. You know, I don't know. But just going off this word, it's not that exciting.
Definitely looks like a
Yeah.
2000s toy line logo.
Yeah,
sure.
Trendmasters
Yeah.
made Cyber World, a line of shitty figures.
This is like the Spy Kids, or no, Spy Gear toy line.
Spy Kids.
Like
It's a continuation of Animorphs.
that. Yeah.
Bump of chicken.
Okay,
I don't know what Bump of Chicken is. I don't know what this.
They're a band.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
banned.
They did.
Oh wait, is this the same one that did that baby
Yeah.
blue Bumblebee back in
Yes.
the? Okay.
Yeah. If
Who
you-
are they, and why
if you
does Takara keep going to them for ideas for toys? I don't still
I
get.
don't know.
I don't get it.
Yeah, Bump of Chicken
but
did one of
I
the
think-
Spy Family intros.
Oh, do they?
I'm sure.
But this looks like, remember when they were doing those Star Wars prototype figures, where it was just whatever colors were in the
Oh.
mold?
Yeah.
That's what this
But
reminds
this-
me of.
At the very least, this looks like a mecha that combined with shit, except it's
Yeah,
just
is that what they're going for with this?
It does
Is that
kind, yeah, it
supposed
does kind of look like a. I didn't even think about that.
Because if that's the idea, then like I see the
Honestly,
vision.
it's kind of like the Icarus Megazord from Gal Ranger. If you think about it, wasn't there an orange giraffe and a?
Yeah,
If
it's
you
like-
switch the color, of the blue arm and the green legs, it would be
you're
the
right, yeah. 'Cause
it would be the
blue-
rhino, the deer, the giraffe, and the
Absolutely, yeah.
what was the bird in the center?
The
Firebird or something? Yeah, whatever. Falcon, yeah,
Falcon.
whatever they call it.
Yeah. But
I
like
just love
the
this pose when he's like, "Look at my nips."
I think the green really works because it like just becomes the whole bay of the truck
Yeah.
basically. But the orange and the blue and the yellow, that makes it
No.
just kind of look weird. But the green works for me.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's insane to me though is that he's doing the chest open thing, but they have not painted the matrix on the inside.
It's just blue.
At the very least, I think it might be like a clear plastic, but it's really not doing much.
I don't know. This is weird.
So,
This is one of those things that's like, if I can somehow get one without any kind of effort, I might be interested. But if there's any kind of stupid thing I have to do to get this, or it's ridiculously expensive, then I'll just live without it. Like, it's neat, but I don't
Yeah.
care.
Totally.
I just want to get back to, are they snorting chicken? What's happening? They're doing a bump of chicken. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't really heard any of their stuff other than the Spy Family intro, which I like, but I have no idea why the band is called this. So
yeah, I don't know. I think the first time I heard them was, I think they did like the Gotcha Man theme song for the movie.
Floof says the band's name is based on a phrase meaning counterattack from the weak man.
That's insane.
If their band name was counterattack from the weak man, I'd be totally into it. We should have just gone with that. That's a fantastic band name.
Dan Ewing's favorite.
Oh my god, Adam.
I don't know. That would probably land more if I knew who that was.
That's RPM Black, who I guess
What's he have to do with this?
Okay, I was wrong. It doesn't land better.
From what I understand, he was an interesting character at Morphicon. I don't know the specifics.
Oh, did he go in a fountain like the other guy who just got in trouble for beating old people?
Adam would have to elaborate on it more than I, because I wasn't there. I just
does he fly an E-wing?
So
probably not. He was doing bumps. Oh my god, was he really?
What does that mean?
He was doing cocaine, Corey. That's what that means.
Oh. We went to launch counterattack.
That's what it was, yeah. He was counterattacking from the weak man.
Oh no. Well, we better get out of here then before
the weak man comes out. I know this is Chris's favorite line of stuff.
This one's kind of neat. Like I've never fucked with a Zoid in my life, but this is, I think I know enough about.
He's not into animals.
What'd you say? I'm not into animals?
Yeah, he's not into animals.
It just makes me think of Liger Jack from Galaxy Force, and I just want him to repaint it as Liger Jack, but they won't.
This does lean more Diaclone, so I assume this is.
Oh, it does have a little Diaclone man on a bike down here. I never noticed that.
Yeah. So I assume this is going to be incredibly expensive, especially since this is the only one with a brand new mold, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, neat. It's very neat.
Yeah.
The next ones are not.
And for something slightly less neat.
Yeah. I
mean, significantly.
They're like, if we paint him silver, he's Mecha Godzilla, right? I guess. But shouldn't he be some kind of lizard type? Nah, just make him a truck still. Okay, I guess that's what we'll do. Makes no fucking sense. I don't get it.
I was so upset when I realized that he was supposed to be Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I just was like, oh, that's an interesting color scheme. I didn't think anything. I was just like, that's okay. And then I think Rye was like, it's Mechagodzilla. And I'm like, the fuck it is. What? I mean, technically, I guess sometimes he has this over the shoulder thing. So maybe that's what they're going for. In alt mode, maybe, or in robot mode, maybe. But then why is his alt mode just a tanker truck still? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and you guys mentioned it in our chat too. Megatron, which here's Megatron, is the Grimlock mold, larger than Prime.
Yeah.
So they don't even scale together. Sorry.
I don't know why Optimus is Mechagodzilla and Megatron gets to be Godzilla.
I guess because
I
more times than not, Godzilla's killing innocent people.
Yeah.
At least we started out that way.
Okay.
But they went through the effort to just to use a different mold for Megatron, but just
Yeah.
didn't for Prime and just repainted him.
Yeah,
And like I don't know.
But
I
the
get
other
not
thing is-
wanting to use Grimlock twice.
Yeah.
But also all of this could have been better in general.
Yeah, just make it all Grimlock.
I mean, I would rather them have just taken Swoop and made him Rodon. Like you know what I mean? Like you could have done something like that. But the other thing
Also-
is, if you go back to the Megatron, it just looks like Grimlock. Like that's the problem. That mold and that design of Grimlock is fairly iconic. So even when you paint it to look like Godzilla, it still just looks like Black Grimlock to me. Like it doesn't look like like you could have started with that and then put like the fins down the back or something. You know what I mean? But apparently they couldn't remold anything but the head, and that was like their whole budget, I guess. I don't know. I just don't. If they could have put a little bit,
these little bat ears, and
yeah. If they could have,
budget.
if they could have done something, like I don't know if it was like we have to just do straight repaints or whatever. If they had given it a little bit more love and remolded them a little bit, I think they could have been really neat, and I would have totally been down for a Godzilla Transformer. But this just looks like Black Grimlock. It just doesn't look like Godzilla to me at all. I don't get those feels from that.
It's wild to me that we put in so much effort into like the
Godzilla kills innocent people yet again. He's back.
But like we put so much work into all the other US based collabs, and then once Japan gets a chance to do this stuff, they don't do
Yeah, well, that's because it's Takara and not Hasbro.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't.
But the thing I was like excited about was that they're doing a collab with Macross, and I'm really hoping that it'll be some sort of Jetfire situation.
It's probably just going to be Jetfire because Jetfire was Macross.
Yeah, that's what I'm
coming
saying.
Full circle.
So,
but when I saw they showed the pictures, they were like, "These are also happening," and it was literally just 2 pictures of Jetfire, and I was like, "Which one's the Macross?" Like, there's just 2 pictures. They're the same picture of Jetfire. I don't understand. What is this telling me? I don't understand what's happening.
Maybe
So
one
I'll
of them
have to wait and see what that one.
Skyfire.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what actually the toy looks like when it's done. But
I swear to God, if it turns out it's a Starscream, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I mean, it's got to be either Starscream or it's got to be the Commander class Skyfire. But that looks more like the cartoon and doesn't look like the Macross toy. So I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm interested to see what shit they sort of pivot to here.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure we'll be disappointed by those pictures in a month or so.
Yeah.
I don't really know what this is.
This is the final little bit of the collab. I know Zoids is gonna do stuff with Monster Hunter as well, but this is Spider-Man, and they're little spider dudes on it.
Oh, I don't even want the. Can I just have the little figure? I don't want the fucking spider thing at all. The figure looks cool. How big is it?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I have no idea.
It's probably small. It's probably like 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look neat.
That's these,
but
yeah.
They look like web shooters almost. Like when the picture first came up, I thought that they, like you see the big ones they sell like at Walmart.
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know what this is. I was really hoping someone could explain.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I thought I saw something on Twitter where somebody said this is like made out of wood or something.
What?
And it's really expensive.
It is. We have our first look at the new Transformers 40th anniversary Manju Netsuke Optimus Prime. Optimus has got several non-conventional alt modes over the years, like a pen, a watch, a camera, a sneaker, a lunar rover, and more. Now, as
He
part
was a
of the
PlayStation.
celebration of the 40th anniversary of Transformers, Takara will release an Optimus that transforms into a Manju Netsuke, a classic and traditional miniature sculpture used as a button fastener, originating in the 17th century in Japan. This figure will be a limited made-to-order item, which will be priced at 660,000 yen.
Oh,
Is about $4,532 US.
$4,000?
Yeah, 4,500. Like,
Swipe.
yeah.
I don't know what this is. I couldn't care less about it. I'm sure as hell not paying $4,000 for it.
you're saying you don't want to drop $4,500?
No, I can confidently say that I will not be doing that.
This does not look like it should cost that much.
How big is it?
Would you rather buy this or an actual car you could drive?
That's true. It won't transform into a robot, but
Well, that's true.
I mean, is this thing like huge or something?
I have no clue.
Whatever, Japan, you do you.
I'm
I mean-
astonished by this.
It said it was like a button fastener or something, right? I imagine it's just something that fits in your hand.
I guess it's
I've
some kind of
never
tool that
seen
they
what it's
used
based
in
on,
ancient Japan to button their shirts. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what this is? And now this one turns into a $4,000 robot. Does it transform on its own? Is it a RoboSen? Like, what am I looking at here?
It should have been a fucking RoboSen for that price.
The
goddamn.
RoboSens are only
I'm
$500.
gonna robo send this back to the manufacturer.
So that
Okay.
takes the cake for
Okay.
the what the fuck moment of the
Seriously
episode.
though, like genuinely, who the fuck is gonna spend that much money on this?
Yeah,
Not many because it's
really.
limited.
But even so, like, do they really think, like, even
It doesn't
with,
even look like Optimus Prime. The head barely even looks
I
like
had
Prime.
until you started reading that, Corey. I had no idea this was supposed to be Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
Yeah.
So like, I think it looks cool, and I think it's a neat, like, you know.
I don't even think it looks cool. I don't know what the fuck it looks
I
like.
think it looks cool, and I think that, you know, what Corey was reading is very weird, very, very strange.
Yeah.
To me.
Look for $15. I'd think, wow, that's neat. I still don't
Yeah.
want it.
Hey, do you want this Optimus Prime that turns into this
$4,500
$4,000 artificial butthole? Here you go.
Now I'm just thinking,
Enjoy.
I'm just thinking of, like, if you were able to buy this in stores and they'd be like, all right, that'll be $4,500, and you'd be like, how about $15?
Yeah, that'll be $4,000. I will give you $7 right now. And I'll just walk out with this.
It's okay. I'll just pick this up when it goes to Ollie's. So
I love how you identified this as a $4,000 artificial butthole.
That's what it looks like, man. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Corey, can you please read that again? I need like second confirmation that this is how much this costs. Dude, the bro doesn't even have hands. He doesn't have heels.
well,
he's
of
got
course-
shit hanging off the
Aresol,
back. Like,
Aresol.
this is not-
What?
hands are an
what-
additional $2,000.
Where did you find this one? TFW?
This is TFW. This figure will be a limited made-to-order item, which will be priced at 660,000 yen, which is about $4,500.
It does, yeah. It does say.
Jeez.
4,500.
I feel like somebody had to get.
Adam, I'm
Like,
sorry.
did they fuck up a zero? Like, did they?
We
they
can't
had to-
show pictures of that. It would get us content ID'd or content striked for inappropriate content. So sorry.
Yeah,
I feel like
we can tell you what
I feel like somebody put an extra zero on here, and this should be like $450.
Even
Well,
that.
maybe I'm
even
wrong.
then,
I understand.
even then, I
That's-
still want this
that's
for
still
less than
ridiculous.
$15.
but I just don't. How the fuck?
I'll go to a flea market and see it for $2 and still pass it up. I don't.
I'll just wait for it to show up at Ross.
Imagine. Not even in the toy section. It's like with some buttons or something.
I mean, Ross's slogan is "Dress for less." I should be able to get this at Ross.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Just saying. I expect to buy this at Ross for
awful.
max
Oh,
$10.
so they're saying they think it might be completely made of metal.
Wow.
Someone wrote, "Hope it gets on Pulse so I can at least get free shipping."
Oh my god.
I wanna look at the Japanese site just to see if I can get any information out of this. Like, yeah, because I don't no, yeah. They did not miss a 0. That's what it is on the Japanese site.
Jesus.
So yeah. I have no other information about this. This is awful.
I've
Can
already
you
wasted
believe
enough
this
time
shit?
thinking about this. Even if it is made entirely out of metal, it would have to be life size for me to pay $4,000. Like, it's just there's nothing they can do to make me pay $4,000. There's nothing. There's no way I would pay $4,000 for anything like this. Anyway.
Yeah, that was our list.
What a thing to go out on. Jesus Christ.
Wow, yeah. Fancy butthole.
Fancy $4,000 artificial butthole. Anyway, do you guys want to put numbers in the chat? Otherwise, I can't believe we went 2 full hours. That's pretty good.
Believe this shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. There was a teaser for the studio trigger.
There was nothing to show you though. It literally was like Transformers trigger. See you sometime, and that was like there was no test footage.
Oh my god, they're bringing Ultraman trigger back.
Okay, we've got 22, 17, and 23.
I planned my whole day around that. I gotta dye my hair purple.
VZ17 surprisingly requesting 17.
I liked Purple Josh era.
And 23.
Wow, a very Corey and I focused gathering of
Thrasher has requested 4,500 as in the price of that Optimus.
I'm sure we'll get to that number someday.
I don't doubt that. Like, we will run out of storage space before.
I cannot believe we haven't already, to be honest.
Yeah. I think we have multiple times. We just have to delete, like, because
if nobody yells at me, I'll keep adding shit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
They store. As tonight has shown, we will abuse every feature of this site as much as we want.
All right, well, you guys can talk about the fucking storage space later because we're in the middle of a show. People are watching us, so I'm going to say goodnight. Corey forgot we're still on. He just starts talking about fucking size disk space. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Hope you have an excellent rest of your Labor Day weekend. And I'm going to go contemplate a $4,000 Optimus that's probably about this big.
Yeah, you're going to go buy it. Yeah.
It would have to be made of solid diamonds for me to pay I keep trying to transform it, but it keeps just slashing my fingers apart. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Yeah, circles.